All right. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody out there in podcast land? This is Staying in the Light podcast. And by popular demand, y'all want to see me. Y'all want to see my image. So here you go. So what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Mother, mother, we don't have to. Brother, brother, we don't have to escalate. Well, everything will come full circle, people. I just come here to tell you, everything gonna come full circle. And I asked myself as I was watching the video of these people blocking the blocking the immigrants. I asked myself, I said, why are these people who don't look like the immigrants protecting them from being deported? Then it dawned on me. They know they are the real immigrants, the only true immigrants, because if you live in a continent, you're not really an immigrant. What you talking about, young blood? Okay, listen very carefully. America encompass the islands. They call it North and South America. Okay, so if you come from a country in North or South America, you still an American. If you come from any country in the Western Hemisphere, you are an American because the continent is North and South America. So if your ancestry goes to any country in the North and South America hemisphere, you are American. You cannot be an immigrant to your own land. Okay, break it down. Okay. If you're born in Jamaica, America is your home. The United States is your home as well because you're in the same area. I mean, you have to see what happened in history. The colonizers came here and started these corporations, named these countries. Yeah, he named these countries for corporations for profit. And you know that all the Southwest was a part of Mexico. You should know that. Before France came, first the French came and decided that they're going to take part of it and sell it to the U.S. It wasn't yours to sell, big boy. You have no rights to this land. So the immigrants, if your ancestors came from uh, anywhere in the European area or Europe, if your immigrants come from anywhere in Europe, if you have an ancestry that goes back a few generations who came to America from Europe or Asia, you are the immigrant. Your ancestors immigrated here generations ago. So once truth is like it's like a mist. It has to slowly come on the people before they get it. Some people get it right away. Some people it takes time for them to understand what truth really is. I get it. Some people get it. And some people think they got it. Then they hear about the internet and they say, oh, you really do have it. I didn't really have it. Now I got it. Yeah, brothers from the islands, all the islands. Don't let anybody call you the name of that island. Call yourself an American because that's what you are. Stop calling yourself Dominican, Nicaraguan. Uh, these are things to divide you. Where are you located? What continent are you on? You in America. You are an American. Using all these mind games. Your ancestors are here. You are an American. Now, if your ancestors came from another place, and you can tell by the complexion of these people that their ancestors come from another place, yeah, you're immigrants. Now, I won't say Africans are immigrants because way, way, way back before Columbus, the so-called African traveled around the world. So we are everywhere. Yeah, we're everywhere. Matter of fact, we're the founders of civilization. So how can they be immigrants when they see was planted there long before you came? You got it? You'll get it. It may take a few months, but you'll get it. So the reason why these Europeans are showing up in mass protesting demonstrations because they're saying to themselves, wow, if they can immigrate, if they can come and get these people who have a natural right to this land, what's wait a minute, what's going on here? Something going on. Okay, I'm back. They are saying if this government can come and send these people who are real Americans back to their island or wherever, then what are they going to do about us? We're not really Americans. We're from across the waters. Our ancestors migrated here. So we're the real immigrants. If you're born if you're born in this continent, you can't be an immigrant to America. You are an American. The people came here, stole the country, say they're Americans, copy and paste. They gave themselves a title of American when they're not. Because you're born in the oven don't make you biscuits. Because you're born in the oven don't make you biscuits. So they had all these laws to try to make themselves what they're not. And they probably call themselves Americans. No. You can't force yourself to be something you're not. Your ancestors are from Europe. Europe, you're European. You're not native to this land. That's the truth of the matter. And y'all know that. That's why you are so frightened of these people being sent back. Because if they can do that to the real Americans who are not strangers to this continent, Whoa, what can they do to me? I'm really a stranger to this continent. I don't care if my father or grandfather was born here or my grandfather. It doesn't matter because you have your own land. You are immigrant. You're not an American. Can you handle that? Can you handle the truth? When Trump said it's going to be the biggest immigration that you've ever seen, I did not have in my mind people who are already here. No, no. Because the prophet says, T.W.E says, I didn't, it's not me now. The prophecy said that everybody has to go back to their own land. Or did Elijah Muhammad? Somebody said that. Elijah Muhammad or T.W.E said it. Everybody has to go back to their own land. I don't care if you've been here 100, 200 years. It's not your land. You was allowed to be here and do what you did, but it's not your land. Hating me is not going to change that. Try to insult me is not going to change the truth. The facts speaks for themselves. Okay, I think I made the point. And she's right. She said people who look like me need to come out and protest. This is a white woman now. Because she sees what other people don't see. If you are allowed to send these people outside of America, and they are real Americans, when the truths come down, what they gonna do about me? I don't want to go back to Europe. I love it here. I got freedom here. Free to exploit, steal, and live off the flesh, parasites of other people who are dead. Well, what's in Europe? Ain't nothing there. That's why my ancestors came here to give me a better future. And you want to send these people back? You really want to send me back. So I'm going to fight for their right to stay because they are the real Americans. I don't care what kind of laws you have. If you're born in this continent, you're an American. If you're not, you're an immigrant. And you look what they did, the colonists, the colonizer. They brought all these European immigrants here as they was killing off the original people to make it look like this was their land. That's was the purpose of those immigrants, to make it look like this is their land. They didn't do that in any other place. What they did in other places like Africa is that they had puppet governments that secured their interests to rob the land. Puppet governments, people who work for them. But America, no, that's going to be our homeland. That's the holy land. We got to go there and totally occupy it. Like hold hostage the people so God won't attack us because we got his people. That's what they're thinking because they know this is a holy land. That's why they want to destroy it and corrupt it and say it's somewhere else. Okay, that's another video. But I've taught on all these things. Go back and re-listen. Thousands of videos, thousands of them in clips. Reason why I put them in sound bites, because a lot of y'all can't handle the truth. So I have to give it to you in bits and pieces, crumbs. So if you got the courage to listen to one crumb of truth, you get stronger and then one more. So they're in bite-sized pieces where you can digest them. And you find everything being said here is can be proven. And this is the day you have to know the truth. You have to. What do you think this 3-eye atlas is about? You think it just showed up? It's been there all the time. You just couldn't see it. I didn't mean to be here that long. Goodbye.